The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says an Israeli attack on the southern part of the territory has killed at least 71 Palestinians and wounded almost 300. The ministry says the injured and dead were taken to nearby Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis. News agencies cited Hamas media and witnesses as saying that the strike landed in a tented area for displaced people. Israel's military says the strike targeted 2 senior Hamas officials in an open area surrounded by trees, several buildings and sheds. The Reuters news agency is also reporting a separate strike on a camp west of Gaza City, killing 10 Palestinians. For more on both incidents, let's bring in Fani Fatah, our correspondent in Jerusalem. Give us the latest on this strike in Khan Yunis and the other attack west of Gaza City.
One only needs to take a look at the pictures coming out there from Khan Yunis. Some people describe the situation on the ground as if there was an earthquake. So there was really a significant airstrike. You see people really combing through the rubble, digging with their bare hands, trying to find their family members, relatives, civilians who are still believed to be under that rubble, while we are hearing that the Nasser hospital is apparently overwhelmed by the sheer number of casualties. Now, the various numbers that the authorities in Gaza are working with, the Hamas-run media office is speaking of about at least 100 people killed, while the authorities are speaking, the health officials are speaking about at least 71 people killed. Without knowing the final number of casualties here, what's really interesting to see how Israel is reacting. They're not speaking of any numbers so far with regard to casualties. What they were very quick to say that their target was 2 top commanders of Hamas military wing, one top commander, Mohammed Deif, as one of the main targets, and is being currently, that's what Israel claims, currently being verified whether that top commander, Mohammed Deif, who's believed to be the mastermind behind the October 7th attack, has been actually killed or not. While Hamas is saying that all these claims are, quote, nonsense, they are saying, just like you've mentioned in Gaza City, a separate attack, that the target of Israel, the Israeli government and IDF are civilians. The big question really is how that's going to further influence the political movements here with regard to any way forward towards a framework to a peace agreement, while Israel keeps bombing Gaza Strip and by that killing a lot of civilians on the ground.
What about the varying reports as far as the locations targeted?
Khan Yunis, this is where the attack took place, which is one of 16 governorates of the Gaza Strip. In fact, this is the part of Gaza Strip that at the beginning of the war was deemed to be a safe zone. When that changed because the shifting focus, to say so, of Israel from north to the south over the past few months was very much visible, with so many airstrikes hitting there various areas of Khan Yunis that people were asking themselves, really, where should they go? Now, there's a big question here revolving around whether this attack, as Hamas claims, was actually in what is still designated a safe zone, which is the al-Mawasi camp. As we just heard Israel saying, they said that they attacked a place that is an open area full of trees, buildings and sheds. So it's unclear really if that was the target, the al-Mawasi camp, or other parts beyond. But regardless of that, the sheer number of casualties are just trickling, and we have to see what's going to come in as this news develops further.
The latest there from DW's Fani Fatah.